Okay, and we should be live. Welcome everyone to my WWE 2K19 draft. Now, as you guys can see from the title, I'm going to be explaining the rules as well. So this is a universe mode that I'm going to be creating. So I'm not going to be following any WWE current storylines. This is just going to be me designing this as myself. It's like I am booking these shows. So, what are the rules? I'm only going to be using Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. There's going to be no NXT. And I would say there is no 205 Live, but I had to keep 205 Live on the calendar just so that I could start this draft. So I'll get rid of it when the draft is over. The 205 Live Superstars will be a part of the draft. So, and the Cruiserweight Champion, who is Cedric Alexander in this game, whatever show he ends up on is the show that the Cruiserweight Championship ends up on. Every superstar is eligible to be drafted, except for legends, because I'm not going to be using any legends. I do have custom superstars that I might want to use, but overall, I don't think I'm probably going to use any of them. Maybe I might use a few. But anyway, guys, now that we've got the ground rules settled, let's get this started. So I'm going to be selecting the people who will be drafted. I've set up the teams necessary. I have set up all the teams necessary because remember, this is my draft. I'm choosing what stays and what goes. So I only removed like 2 teams. I only removed Titus Worldwide and Deleters of Worlds. As you guys can see, I subbed them for the Hardy Boys. So yeah, outside of all that, that's all the tag teams, and yeah. So let's get this started, shall we? So for those who have just joined the stream, be sure to hit that like button, support the stream, and let's get the show on the road. All right. So yes, NXT superstars can be drafted to the main roster. So let's get this started. The first man to join the Monday Night Raw roster is going to be someone absolutely phenomenal. He goes by the name of AJ Styles. He's the first man drafted. He'll be joining the Monday Night Raw roster. So joining the SmackDown brand, he likes to say his name, it's Adam Cole, baby! Now, let's move on. The next man to be drafted is none other than Roman Reigns. He will be joining the SmackDown roster. Remember, this is all my decision, so what I say goes. Next man to be drafted is Ricochet. He'll be joining the Raw roster. I know some of you may be thinking this is very similar to the main WWE's roster, but don't worry, things will change up soon. Don't you worry about that. First tag team drafted are the Authors of Pain, Akam and Razor. Oops. Joining the Raw roster is a mighty tag team from the land down under in Australia, from Perth, the mighty TM61. They are going to be an unbelievable tag team on the Raw roster. Also joining the Raw roster is the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura. Joining the SmackDown brand, Tommaso Ciampa. Joining the Raw roster, Tony Storm. Joining the SmackDown roster, he's got the charisma and he has the dream. Velveteen Dream. So yeah, created superstars are able to be drafted, so I'm not completely ignoring them. It's just up to me if I want to use them. The next man to join the Raw roster is a man that says he's still here, and that is Zack Ryder. Joining the SmackDown roster, he's got a lot of kicks. He brutalizes you. He's a former NXT champion, Aleister Black. From the 205 Live roster, joining Raw, Akira Tozawa. Like I said, the 205 Live guys are a part of this as well. Joining SmackDown, Andrade Cien Almas. Also joining the Raw roster for the women's division is Aaliyah. I think she's one of the first women to be drafted. Very interesting. Could be a good start to her career since she was the first woman drafted. Next woman drafted is for SmackDown, and that is Asuka. I'm not gonna keep saying every person's name. You're just gonna have to watch as I just select people. Maybe just to keep the tensity up. I don't want this draft going on for too long. Oh yeah, and I guess I should do this as well before people start yelling at me. Put the rest of the Undisputed Era on SmackDown since I put Adam Cole. There you go. Or have Robert Roode. Yes, I downloaded Robert Roode, so I'm no longer using Bobby Roode. Ruby Riott will be joining the SmackDown roster. Joining the Raw roster is going to be Rusev, Aiden English, and Lana. Yes, I have kept Rusev Day together. Rusev Day was popular. Like I said, this is my universe mode. I'm choosing what goes on. I'm choosing what happens. Lacey Evans will join the Blue brand. Joining the Red brand is the Freak, Lars Sullivan, who apparently doesn't like being called a freak for some reason. Interesting. According to his promo, that's very interesting. Alexa Bliss will be joining the Monday Night Raw roster. Alexander Wolf and the rest of Sanity will also be joining the Raw roster. Should go find... I've got to get Eric Young and Killian Dane. So, yeah, guys, what have you thought of this draft so far? I'd probably say so far it's probably been better than what WWE has done for the past 3 years with the Superstar Shakeup. Yeah, guys, I've just been seeing reports going around that I've been reading reports going around that it seems like we might be getting women competing at Saudi. So hopefully that happens. Hopefully that happens, man. I really want to see women compete at Saudi Arabia. I feel like the Saudi people need to stop being dicks to the women. So yeah, I'm just getting some women on SmackDown sent. So yeah, for those who just didn't see, for those who just saw, I just drafted Becky to Raw, Bayley, and Sasha Banks to SmackDown. So next, I'm just doing some of the women, just to give them some love. Okay, next we're gonna do is tag teams: Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits. They'll be on the SmackDown brand. Turn off the light. It's actually, the sun's shining. I don't need the light on. Also joining SmackDown is going to be the man who looks at himself in a mirror. Mojo Rawley. So yeah, as you guys saw, I just drafted The Miz to Raw, Mike Kanellis to SmackDown, and I guess you know what the next two are going to be: Maurice and Maria to their husbands' shows. Next to join Raw is Mandy Rose. Next, we'll do another tag team for the Raw roster, and that is Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Oh yeah, and there's no wild card rule. If you guys know my feelings about the wild card rule on my reviews, you know I can't stand that damn rule. So wherever these wrestlers get drafted, they stay there until after WrestleMania. So I guess I'll give out some more details while I'm picking people out, for those who are wondering. Some of you may be wondering, when am I starting this? When am I actually going to be starting doing the shows? Since I'm doing the draft now, some of you may be wondering, when am I going to actually start the actual programming for my shows? Well, I'm not going to start those until the weekend. That is not until Saturday and Sunday. Monday Night Raw, Raw is going to be on Saturday. And SmackDown is going to be on Sunday. So be sure you guys tune in. Make sure you people tune in then, because it's going to be crazy. So yeah, we're just picking out some tag teams to get drafted. This is the only way I could do the draft. By the way, I can't do it any other way. This is the only way I can do it. I gotta pick people out. Pretty sure people would know that. So Fandango and Tyler Breeze are going to be on SmackDown together. I don't think the game's music plays when you live stream 2K, because I think they do it just to avoid copyright reasons. So yeah, if things are a bit quiet on my end, then yeah, you know why. Because the background music on this game, for some reason they just don't let you use the background music. It's probably for copyright reasons. So yep, we're going to be doing the Iconics next. to be on Raw. New Day just... To me, the New Day just feel SmackDown. To me, they just scream SmackDown Live. They don't feel Monday Night Raw-ish to me. They never did. The only reason why they were on Raw in 2016 is because they were the tag team champions. And I find it funny that we haven't had... decent tag team champions since the New Day. I checked the history of the tag team titles. We haven't had any good champions since the New Day. That really tells you how well WWE is handling the Raw tag team titles. And how much of a joke they are. So next we'll do Harper and Rowan to Raw. To me, they feel Monday. To me, Harper and Rowan just feel Monday Night Raw. So we'll do Hanson and Rowe for SmackDown, because I think we need some tag teams for the SmackDown brand. This is probably going to keep going until I fill up the entire roster with wrestlers, man. So after when this draft is done, guys, I'm going to be setting up the pay-per-views. This is when I go off the air. I'll be setting up the pay-per-views and even the match cards, because I feel like I should be setting up the match card, not the game, because the game, you know, the game tends to choose the match lineups. So when I go off air, I'll definitely choose the match types. What matches I'm going to be doing, instead of changing it when I'm going on stream. Yep. Tennille Dashwood I'm bringing in. I'm just picking out who I can... Just picking out anyone here, guys. And if I break up people who we know are currently in tag teams, well... That's just too bad, because remember, I have to repeat this. This is my own universe mode. This is me creating my very own universe mode. I don't want people coming in. I don't want people saying, oh, why is Mandy and Sonya not together? Or why is wrestler A not on Raw or anything like that, you know? So I'm going to repeat myself. So I'm probably going to be repeating myself quite a bit, that this is going to be my own universe mode. I'm choosing what shows wrestlers go. Yeah, I know this is gonna be very long, but that's why I'm stimming through it as quickly as I can. Not trying to sound like... Not trying to bloody... Not trying to, you know... Just say every person I'm drafting. You guys can see who I'm drafting. And if I'm going too quick for you, then you can just, you know, you can just wait when the stream's off air and then you can just watch it that way. So let's go back a bit. Let's go back to the first column of wrestlers and start selecting people from there, because I feel like I feel like I'm not. I feel like I should start picking some of the people from the early column. Yep, Bobby Lashley, be on SmackDown Live. Should get rid of him. Not adding Leo Rush to this. Yep, I'm having Braun Strowman on SmackDown. They probably could have given you guys the hint. Actually, no, forget it. So, how's everyone's day been? Just watching me, just constantly just selecting superstars to go places. So how's everyone's day been? Have you guys been good? Just still selecting people. Yeah, get Kurt Hawkins on Raw. So yeah, there are some tag teams I haven't done yet. There actually are some tag teams I haven't filled out. I'm most likely gonna do them when the show starts. Just set up, you know, set up the tag teams that haven't been done. Because there's like a promo thing called Form Tag Team. I just do it that way because it's much faster, and then that way I don't have to just keep freaking writing in the tag team, keep making them. Right, this is mine, so I can do what I want with it. Yeah, hell yeah, we're having Dean Ambrose. Hell yeah. Having him as a heel, baby. But we're not going to make him say any stupid stuff. We're going to make him actually be a heel. Switch. We're going to make Ambrose be an actual heel. So yeah, and I'll also maybe decide on who goes babyface and heel. I probably might do that as well, just so that maybe you guys can see that I'm not just going to be choosing, you know, like for example, like yes, yes, I'm gonna make Drake Maverick wrestle. I'm gonna put him in the cruiserweight division. Cause I feel like I can't even remember what I was trying to say. That doesn't matter. Oh yeah. I think I was talking about how I was moving people from 205 Live. Yeah. Oh yeah, I haven't. Oh yeah. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, Cedric Alexander's going to be joining the SmackDown brand. So the Cruiserweight Championship's going to be on the blue brand. I feel like it would fit much better on the blue brand, to be quite honest. Oh yeah, Jason Jordan, baby. We're going to have him come back from a long-standing injury. Four horsewomen. I think we're nearly done. I think we've only got a couple more people to go through, and then there we're done. Just got to get through a couple more people. We're nearly done, guys. We're nearly done. We're almost at the end. Like I said, for the custom characters, they're only being used if I choose to. Hello, Clark. How are you? Yeah, I freaking really enjoyed the Pokemon Direct last night. It was just incredible. I just really liked it. What's the best Hell in a Cell match of all time? Taker versus Michaels or Taker versus Mankind? Well, Taker and Triple H at WrestleMania 28 was a pretty good one. And I think also Triple H and Shawn Michaels at Bad Blood was pretty good. But yeah, those two are definitely up there. Absolutely. For those who just joined the stream, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. I'd greatly appreciate it. So yeah, for those who've just joined, this is my WWE2K19 draft. I'm only going to be using, as you guys can see, I'm only going to be using Raw and Smackdown as the draft shows. So please, please be sure to follow along to the draft, so you can find out when these shows will be taking place. Taker Mankind for me is the best one-on-one. No one expected that match to be as brutal as it was. Yeah, because that was during the Attitude Era. And you know, to be quite honest, I was born around then, but I was just only little when that happened, so I don't have really much memory of it. But of course I have the network, so I'm able to go back and check it, and yeah, it was brutal. Especially Michaels and Taker, like the debut of Hell in a Cell. Because, yeah, expectations went through the roof in its debut. So I feel like the draft is nearly done. Guys, I don't think I have many options left, because I'm not going to pick everybody that's on the roster. But I got maybe like a few more to go. Just got to make sure I haven't missed anyone. Oh yeah, we'll add this guy too, Mr. Verlicify. Yeah, I understand that the PG era of WWE hasn't. Yeah, WWE hasn't really been doing very well for themselves since 2010. It's understandable though, and yeah, the PG stuff is pretty. Is pretty dumb. So, hopefully, I really hope WWE changes up their content, but I don't really think they are, because they're just going to keep catering to people, especially for what they're doing with in Saudi, especially what they're doing in Saudi. To me, it's just wrong. I understand they want to expand into different countries, but I just think it's just wrong. I guess we'll add Jericho as the final man. So there you go. The draft is completed. The draft is completed. So now I'll be letting everybody know now that that my live streams for my Universe mode will begin on Saturday. Monday Night Raw will be on Saturday, and SmackDown will be on Sunday. As for the pay-per-views, they will be on a Monday. So, or whenever I can get to them, because I might not have time to do everything. I might not be able to do everything, but yep, that's the draft. I'll be setting up all the titles and all that. Yeah, I have that too. I have the best of Hell in a Cell DVD as well. That goes all the way up to... I believe that DVD goes all the way up to Batista and Undertaker. I believe that's the last match. I guess I'll do this now while I wait. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I was correct. Yeah, I've got the DVD, so yeah, I would know. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly swap the mid-card belts around. I'm gonna be switching the IC to SmackDown and the US title to Raw. Oops, pressed the wrong button. Good on you, Pat. You pressed the wrong button. I was meant to click remove champion. Yeah, I figured I was correct. So this will be the last thing I'll get. This will be the last thing I'll do. And then from there, we'll finish things up. So... Oh yeah, Undertaker's Undertaker's deadliest matches. Oh yeah, that's I haven't got that DVD yet, but by the way, I'm gonna ask you this question before I go, because I'm gonna wrap up the stream soon. I'm gonna ask you this question: are you looking forward to Undertaker versus Goldberg at the Super Show? Are you actually looking forward to it? In my opinion, I'm not really looking forward to it that much, but I want to ask you, are you looking forward to the match? So anyway, guys, that was my draft, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hit that thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys hit that thumbs up. Hit that like button. Subscribe so now you'll be able to get more future live streams in the near future. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I'm not really looking forward to Goldberg and Undertaker either. I feel like it's just going to be a real boring ass match. And I agree, Undertaker needs to retire. Undertaker should have retired when Brock Lesnar beat him at WrestleMania 30, in my opinion. Or that time when Roman Reigns beat him. That should have been the time when he retired. But Vince just keeps bringing him back. And it's a darn shame. It's a darn shame that Vince isn't letting the man retire. And as for Goldberg, I don't really care for Goldberg, to be honest. There's no reason for him to be back. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's the end of this stream, guys. Thank you all so much for joining for my draft. Like I said, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you all in a future live stream.